Maybe you can keep going for like one more and see how he gets.
This is really next level.
So I came for the mountain, but I stayed for the matcha. Yes, you heard that right. Here in this region of China, you'll find a matcha industry so big, it's actually exporting matcha to Japan. This was a day full of surprises.
Mexicanos in China!
So get comfy, grab snacks, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.
Hello, and welcome to another Chinese food adventure. And today I'm super excited because I'm ticking something major off the bucket list. So today I'm actually going to be hiking Fanjingshan. It's this beautiful landform in northeastern Guizhou. But before I do anything activity related, I'm fueling myself up. I am in Tongyuan. It's like kind of the middleman to get you to Fanjingshan. It's an hour and a half speed trade from Guiyang. And then from here, it's going to be about an hour drive to get me to Fanjingshan. But yeah, I'm fueling up first. I'm actually starting my breakfast in a kind of a weird way.
And that's with my new favorite thing, binjiang. You'll find this everywhere here in Guizhou. It's basically pureed fruit with sticky rice. It comes in so many flavors, but this morning I've gone for my go-to mango sticky rice. You can really see the extra texture the rice gives this.
I'm obsessed. Okay, let's go get some proper breakfast. So something I've been dying to try here in Guizhou is druanfen. Druan means rolled, fen means noodle. 你好，我要吃druanfen。对。
你这些菜都要吗？
这儿更不要。这个druanfen是绿色的吗？
它是用菠菜做的。
哦，好。
菠菜和米。
So basically, she's gonna gather all the ingredients in a little bucket. Oh, got some pickles going in there too. Some chili, of course. Mix it all together.
Then it's all rolled up in this green noodle sheet, a breakfast burrito the likes of which I've never seen.
I know I've already got my breakfast number one, but this looks so good. It's some kind of fried potato cake.
You'll find variations of the potato pancake all across Guizhou province, but something they all have in common is this spicy chili dust they put on top, which is slightly spicy, but mostly just salty and basically borderline addictive.
I have zero self-control when it comes to this province's potatoes. So something you need to know about Guizhou is that their potatoes, or yangyu as they call them here, are so good. They're like slightly glutinous and they come in all different forms. One of my favorite snacks to have here is the danbao yangyu, which is basically potato, mashed potato, then wrapped in egg. Oh wow, oh, crunchy. I mean, for something like this, you really can't do much wrong. Deep fried potato, it's crunchy. It's got some chili, like little seasoning inside there. It's great. Now let's try this druanfen, something that I've been seeing over social media and I've just needed to try it. This one's actually green, which is so fun. It's basically like a cold noodle, but super portable and easy to eat because on the outside there, that's just essentially a noodle. It's the same consistency, same kind of vibe. And then inside you've got all the fresh, delicious things. You've got the pickles and the peanuts and the bean sprouts, all of the chili. The one thing it is missing is a bit of salt. So actually these go so well together. Zesty, fresh, zingy, salty, crunchy, deep fried, match made in heaven. Once I finish these, there's one more breakfast I want to get and this will be the cherry on the cake. This will absolutely finish me. Normie fan, basically glutinous rice. 小份可以吗? This is about to blow your mind. So what she does, she gets some sticky rice, which also has like some soy sauce and stuff inside to give it a bit of a flavor on its own. She sticks it on this sheet and then she'll start adding ingredients inside. Obviously some chili, then a little bit of extra sticky rice on top. Keep in mind this is a small portion. And then it's squeezed all together, pushed into a bowl, and there we go. It's so good. It's pretty much a similar concept to the druanfen, except in this case the outside is the glutinous rice. But the glutinous rice has a really nice, deep, salty, savory flavor from the soy sauce. And inside it's also got cui shao, which is my new favorite thing. It's basically these like really crispy, puffy pork things and add like a bacony taste to everything you add it to. And you've also got peanuts in there and all the gang's all here. Wow, now this is gonna fill me up. The closer we're getting to Fanjingshan, the more incredible this scenery is becoming. I mean, Guizhou is really famous for its scenery being very hilly, very mountainous. It's actually one of the reasons why the food of this province is so sour, because there aren't any natural salt deposits in this province. And back in the day, it was very time consuming, arduous to get out of the province, to go through all of these mountainous areas to get to areas where there is salt and bring it back. So as a result, they had to look at techniques like pickling, vinegar to make their food last and to preserve it. So I find it so interesting how the geography can really affect the cuisine of a region. I mean, check out these mountains. It's just absolutely epic. I've just arrived at the entrance, and as you can see behind me here, it has like a time slot. So when you pre-book your tickets, it will give you your time slot. You can choose if you want to enter at the crack of dawn, later in the day, it's up to you. My entry time is for 10:40, so I just have to wait a little bit longer. Waiting is probably something that a lot of people end up doing here. They've got all of these massage chairs, which just seems so at odds with the scenery. You've got this gorgeous mountainous green, like wilderness, with all of these massage chairs. So I'm just gonna wait a few minutes. You know what, maybe let's just wait in the massage chair, lai do lai. And I'm also gonna be keeping my eyes peeled. This is so hilarious. So yesterday on my Instagram story, I said that I'm gonna be hiking Fanjingshan today. And Mexicanos in China, who we've been in contact online for years now and have never actually met up, they were like, oh my gosh, so are we. They have an entry time 20 minutes after me. They're entering at 11. So we're gonna keep our eyes peeled because that would be so cool to have like a bit of a channel crossover. Oh, my time has just arrived. Let's enter the park. Managed to score myself the best seat in the house, right next to the driver. So like most scenic areas in China, you don't arrive at the front gate and you're at the scenic spot. You usually have to take up to 2 modes of transport to get you to like the place that you want to see. In this case, we have a bus that's winding us through higher and higher into the mountains. Wow, look at this. We've just passed by. Oh, look at this. We had to close the window. Oh wow, look at these monkeys. Oh my gosh, it's little baby monkeys. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, so many of them. Oh my god. And then we've got a cable car that's going to take us even higher. So we're going to be at quite an altitude and it is a little bit on the cloudy side today. So what I'm hoping, fingers crossed for, is some of that misty mountain peeking above the cloud scenery. Hopefully. You never know. The weather can be very unpredictable up there, so we'll take what we can get.
All I'm gonna say is, guys, just always be careful what you wish for.
Just gotten off the bus. We've arrived at the cable car. I just forgot that I hate cable cars. Anyway, what I came on here, oh my god, now I'm really nervous, but what I came on here to say is that it's really cold here. I think there's at least a 10-degree temperature difference between the bottom where we got on the bus and here where we got off the bus. I guess we're really high in the mountains already. Shit, we're about to get higher. 你们怕高吗？不怕，不怕，不怕。我有一点，如果我开始哭了，就不关注我，就。
I actually came up with a great strategy for this, basically just to keep my eyes closed. I figured what I don't know can't scare me.
可以看到不多了。
现在可以了，你不怎么高。
Wow, 好看. It's just green as far as the eye can see. It's such an incredible view. And before long, we were so high, we actually entered the clouds.
I think I did very well on that. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that for half of it, I couldn't see a thing. We were like in the cloud. Oh, and it's even colder now. I'm so glad I brought my raincoat.
上山
对，你也上山吗？
不上，
体力不行，劳累
哦，
腿疼，
啊，劳累。
这里有这个东西，要不要？
要钱呢。
When you see these chairlifting people at a Chinese mountain, you know you're in for a steep climb. But as you can imagine, their services don't come cheap.
这多少钱
500块钱。
？500。
嗯。
哇。
黑楼招花干，
多少钱？
要400块钱。
啊，我先不做，加油。Maybe if the price gets to 100, I'll give it a go.
拿200块钱。
200块钱。
哦，来。
Not sure what came over me, but I decided to give it a try.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay.
We're doing this.
Hello.
Hello. I'm not going to go the whole way. They came down to a price of 200, so I'm going to give them 200 anyway. But I'm just going to go to the top of this little stairs here, support their business. I mean, they're also got to make a living. 好了，我这就可以下，我给你200块钱。
那就试试。
上面还有多远？
就这里了。
到这里哦，就到了。Okay. Turns out we made it to the top anyway. So that was 200 for I think what 20 meters. Weather could be better. I think I wished too hard for my cloudy, misty, mysterious weather, and I've manifested being able to see pretty much nothing. I can see the mushroom stone, but I can't see a whole lot else.
And since this mushroom stone is one of the must-see attractions here, well, we may as well talk about it for a bit. I mean, this weather isn't clearing up anytime soon. So as I've learned, it's actually 10 meters high, and even though it looks a bit precarious, almost like it's about to topple over there, apparently it's been standing here like so for billions of years.
I mean, miracles do happen. Maybe it will clear, so I'm just gonna wait here for a while. And since it's just past 12, just past lunchtime, I'm so excited to introduce to you guys the reason why my duck my bag smells like duck. My duck does not smell like bag, my bag smells like duck. So this morning, very early in Guiyang, I went and collected this. It's an iconic crispy duck from Guiyang. They open 24 hours. So basically this morning, very early before my train, I went and collected some. And this is my lunch today. I'm really excited. I've been wanting to eat this crispy duck for a really long time, and the smell has just, oh my God, smell this. Smell that. So they put all these like herbs and spices on top of the crispy duck. So it's been deep fried, so it's crispy. And then it has all of these like huajiao, like Sichuan peppercorn and salt and a little bit of chili. Look, it's really tasty. But I think it might be one of those things that's best appreciated hot right out of the deep fryer. They did say that this would last me 2 days. Like I don't need to put it in a fridge or anything. But yeah, I definitely feel like it's good. It's a great lunch. I mean, I'm eating Dan's crispy duck at the mushroom-like stone. It's very cool, but it's not crispy. A little bit tough. Next time I'm in Guiyang, I'll eat this fresh.
I waited for another half an hour or so, but not only did it not clear up, the weather took a serious turn for the worse and started to absolutely bucket down with rain.
Guess who I found? Hello, it's the Mexicano from China.
Hello guys. You get to see anything up there?
You can see the mushroom stone, but you can't see anything else.
Oh no.
But I've seen some photos, and on a good day, it looks very nice.
My friend is already at the top. You know, he came all the way from Mexico to see this. He was super excited. He actually mentioned it. I didn't know about this place.
I've always wanted to come here, but I tend to have bad luck. When I'm really excited for something and I come to see something, it's usually really bad weather. So
It's the same for us with beaches. So we go to the beach and every time it's cloudy, it's rainy.
but the show must go on. We are going to head towards the old Golden Peak.
Apparently from there you can get the best view over the iconic scenery of Fanjingshan, but at this point I don't think our chances are very high of seeing anything at all.
We found a little ledge here that we've been standing under for a good half hour waiting for it to stop raining, but at this stage your feet are just so wet. And we've decided we're gonna start hiking.
I'll try. My shoes are soaking wet, so it can't get any worse.
Get what?
Well, at least there's not many people.
No! There's been like 2 people that have passed in the last half hour.
We're brave.
We are brave, we can
can
do
do
this.
it.
And if anyone is interested in buying a Uniqlo raincoat anytime soon, do not believe what they say. This is not waterproof. It is very not waterproof.
And a few minutes into this next section of climbing, I was absolutely soaked to my skin.
This is really next level. I mean, I planned for the possibility of rain, but this is just a whole other level. Like, we are essentially walking through a waterfall. My umbrella is useless here.
And I have to say, it got to a point where I really thought about giving up. Right about here.
Maybe you can keep going for like one more and see how it gets. Because it is dangerous, definitely, yeah.
This is so annoying. Although I feel like it's clearing. Look, I can see a mountain now. Oh my gosh, look! We can see scenery now! Look! It's the best view we've had all day.
And that gave me the motivation I needed to keep moving.
Wow, okay.
One wrong step and it's over.
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, this climb was absolutely wild, but our hard work really did actually start to pay off. When we arrived at our next clearing, we could see even more of the scenery start to reveal itself.
Look, I can see something now.
Oh, finally.
Okay, guys, it's starting to clear.
Hopefully we'll get to see something.
And it just kept getting better and better and better until we reached the peak, not another person in sight, and got to watch nature do its thing.
My mind is absolutely blown right now because I was so close to not making it to the top of this mountain. At so many times I wanted to give up, but I kept going, and thank God, because I think this is the best scenery I could possibly have hoped for. I mean, no, it's not the postcard, blue sky, Fanjingshan scenery, but I think it's a lot more dramatic. It's got a lot of character. And what's really cool is that the scenery is changing every few moments. The clouds will reveal another mountain and another mountain, and wow. It's actually kind of left the most dramatic part for the finale. Like, I haven't seen the scenery all day, and now I get to see it.
It's like a Marvel movie, you know, you have to face like difficulties, and then suddenly when you get to the top,
The added bonus of being the only ones crazy enough to climb this mountain in the pouring rain is we have the whole platform to ourselves. Like, yay! Tick it off the bucket list. Walking down is definitely the best part of today. No rain, no clouds, and we get to see the famous landmark. I'm still thinking whether or not I want to climb it.
What I didn't realize is that in order to climb it, you first need to scan a QR code to get in line and then wait for your number to be called. It's only then you can proceed to line up like you see the people doing there. When I finally scanned the code, there were over 1,000 people in the line in front of me and an estimated wait time of 2 hours. So I decided to pass for now, but you know what? It gives me an excuse to come back again another day. For now, I'm feeling pretty exhausted. So instead of heading to my next destination, I decided to stay in a nearby town called Jiangkou and rest for a night. And oh boy, am I glad I did that. Prepare yourselves for a very unexpected afternoon.
I've discovered something very interesting about this region that I did not know actually before coming to Fanjingshan. So this is the hotel guest house that I'm staying in. I picked it kind of randomly online, but when I arrived, I noticed something very interesting. They have all of this matcha here, entire kind of matcha displays, all kind of locally produced matcha. They even have these matcha noodles. And I did a quick ChatGPT search, and yeah, it turns out that this region is actually perfect for growing tea because of the high elevation, clean air, foggy, moist climate, and yeah, there's a huge matcha industry here.
And walking around this town, you'll find stores selling matcha drinks, matcha desserts, even one place had matcha beer.
So I'm gonna see if I can learn more about that.
I asked my guest house if there was anyone I could talk to about the matcha in this region. The next thing I knew, I was chatting with the boss of this guest house, who even set up a whole matcha preparation class for me. But stay tuned because things are about to get even crazier.
I just can't get over this side quest. I mean, I've come off the mountain and I've now found myself in this matcha world. I'm learning how to make matcha. There's a lot of steps involved and also very specific movements. Apparently it's different for men and women how they brew matcha. I was feeling pretty proud of this. I wrote my name in the top of my matcha, and then I looked at hers and I realized I have quite some way to go because she's done a whole bamboo masterpiece over there. But she did tell me that she's only been into matcha for a few years now, and as with the entire region, I mean, it's only in the last few years there's been this really huge push from Guizhou to, you know, have this region as more of a matcha producing region. Interestingly, matcha actually came from China originally in the Tang and Song dynasty, and then it was when Japanese Buddhist monks came to China, they found this matcha and they brought it back to Japan. And I mean, I don't need to tell you how this story ends. Pretty much everyone on earth knows what matcha is and would probably associate matcha with Japan, but it actually does come originally from China.
古时候的话是在中国的各个地方的话都会有的，只是说我们现在的贵州的话，同仁是抹茶之都的话，是贵州的一个地理条件，多云雾。然后寡日照、高海拔的一个地理丰厚的地理条件，更适合一个茶叶的生长。
这个贵州每年的产量是大概多大？
具体的一个数值的话，我也还没了解。
So I asked the boss if she knew the answer to this question, but she did one better. She actually offered to take me a few kilometers down the road where there's apparently a huge matcha factory operating here.
I tell you what, this day really is full of surprises. I've done a little outfit change, much needed outfit change. My feet were still wet from my climb, but the boss has actually offered me, the boss of the hotel, to drive me to a matcha factory. 我们要去抹茶工厂，对吧？
是的。
为什么同仁是中国的抹茶湿度呢？
因为它的出口量够大嘛。今天这个工厂就有一批60吨的抹茶要发往日本和欧洲。对。
哦，这个工厂要发到日本去？
啊，是的。
为什么？我还以为日本还有抹茶。
出口，你想嘛，中国地大物博，就地都比它多，它肯定产的东西也会同比多很多嘛，是不是这个道理？啊，整个山头周围全是几千亩的一个茶园。
这是离这里附近吗？
离着你附近，对，开车可能半个多小时。
I learned today that Guizhou has over 1 million mountain peaks and is the only province in China without any plains. In fact, mountains and hills make up more than 92% of Guizhou's total area. And when you consider that tea thrives at higher altitudes, this province is basically a tea grower's dream. And if the size of this matcha factory is anything to go by, the province is producing a hell of a lot of tea.
我们这个桂茶产业园是建于2017年5月份，然后2018年9月份开始投产。我们整个产业园占地340亩啊，我们总共投了8个亿。然后这个车间的话，现在是世界上最大的抹茶单体车间啊，长278米，宽48米。我们规划的产能是4000吨，然后去年 这个产销量是1200吨，今年我们预估在1600吨到1700吨左右。
And let me tell you, this factory smells like an absolute dream. As soon as you walk inside, you're enveloped in this cloud of matcha fragrance because this factory does exclusively produce matcha, all different grades of matcha to suit their clients' needs, clients of which they have many.
It's just blowing my mind that I had no idea that this matcha industry was even here. Now I've arrived, and not only have I discovered, oh, they actually have some matcha here, this is the biggest factory for matcha in the world, and the amount of matcha that's coming out of this factory every single day blows my mind, and also the places that it's being exported to. I mean, I think it's something like over 40 countries in the world they're exporting their matcha to, including, most surprisingly, Japan. I mean, Japan is known for its matcha, so I guess the fact that they are accepting matcha from this factory must mean that the matcha is quite good. And there are so many brands that I've learned are using matcha produced at this factory. I'm not allowed to say them, but needless to say, next time you're drinking your matcha, there's a very, very high percentage chance that the matcha you're drinking actually comes from this factory. What? Anyway, we're gonna finish off this video how we started it with some food. There's a local snack I've been told called mi doufu, like rice tofu. Why is it called this? I'm not sure. 你好。你吃过米豆腐吗？
吃过，
好吃吗？
好吃。
为什么叫米豆腐？
因为它是用米做的。
哦，好 ，OK。
米做的。
不是用豆腐做的。
不是。
哦，这个和豆腐没有关系。
一点关系都没有。它那个米做的，因为它那个做的那个形状有点像豆腐。
我听说这里有一个比较好吃的一点。
这边，我们老家。经常那个就是最有名的那个
哦，好的
，OK 的这个
，OK。
这讲，老板这一个大美女，真的大美女，大洋美女，她在你家吃米豆腐，
谢谢，
谢谢，
拜拜。我要一份那个米豆腐，这个就是那个米豆腐吗？哇。Okay, so here is the rice tofu. I guess it does have a tofu-y quality to it.
She then proceeded to add lots of spices and sauces, and there we have it, rice tofu.
Smells good. Smells very chili. Got lots of sauces on there, lots of chili. I think at least like 2 or 3 different kinds of chili, which has definitely been a running theme in my travels across Guizhou. They do love their chili here. It is known to be one of the spicier provinces, but I feel like I don't get that sense of like super spicy because it's also got that sourness that like balances out the spiciness here. So here we have it, mi doufu, rice that looks like tofu. It's a local specialty. They have so many stores here, but I've never seen this before anywhere else. So let's give it a go. Yeah, it's good. It's a very fun texture. I mean, rice itself is on the denser side, but somehow in this combination, it's a lighter rice combination. It's quite squidgy. And I think at the end of the day, when it comes to anything in a bowl like this, the carb is simply the canvas for the sauce that goes on top. And it's a delightful little sauce. It's hitting where it needs to hit. It's a bit spicy, a bit sour, a bit salty. It's just very tasty. The texture is really quite fun, but I actually think I know the best way to finish off this video. Very matcha-y. Oh, this has been such a fun surprise, finding out about all this matcha here. I dropped my ice cream. That's the saddest sight I've ever seen in my life. No. 2-second rule. Oh God. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna say goodbye. Thank you so much for tuning into another Chinese food adventure. I'll see you next week. I'm actually about to head to one of China's most beautiful villages. It's actually across the border in another province. So stay tuned for that. Fuck. I'm gonna go get myself another ice cream. And yeah, have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye-bye.